What was it again?
Wet and dry humor.
Wet and dry humor, yes.
You're the king of wet?
Yes. And that's why we present you first. Because you can't start wet and end dry. You gotta start dry and then wet. I don't know how you do it, but I mean, that's been successful in my Parisian. Dude, we're gonna have a fucking blast, Dave.
Why not?
I just hope you don't get carried away with the partying, man.
Why not?
Why not indeed?
You might be thinking this is my mantra right now.
Oh, is that what it is?
Why not?
Why not? Is it my mantra or why not what?
That's it. Why not? Hey, you want to do this? Why not? Do you think it'll work? Why not?
Why not, huh? Are you gonna have some? Why not? And what if somebody gives you a good enough reason to say no? Fuck them. I was hoping that Olenda would come. She just got in from Canada. She's gonna be handling all my appointments and reservations. Oh, Olenda, man, I've been getting a lot of work done since she's been here.
Canadian chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Randy knows
This is your normal, like, regular place? Is this old stuff still? No?
I've been down here, sure. Regular? I don't have a regular.
No? Oh, what happened to that Russian chick? Did you guys go on a trip?
When did I last talk to you? I told you we went to... No.
No, nothing from last week.
No, I mean, no. No, she...
You guys were planning a trip, that's what it was. Well, she was planning a trip. No, she wanted a trip, and you were planning the trip. That's what it was.
Yeah, well, her situation has a bunch of drama in it.
No.
She is the soap opera goes like this.
Go for it, man.
Oh, it is.
Go for it.
And the long story, we have time, is her daughter, who she got brought over, and her granddaughter are here last couple years or so on the dating app where I met her, Zeus. She meets this Filipino guy. They fall in love, move into a house.
What?
And she is pregnant.
All this while you're dating her?
With
your baby.
Her. It's not that good. It's good, but not that good. And as of 2 days ago, now they're living together. Really nice place. I've been.
Sorry, you said 2 days ago?
As of 2 days, I haven't. They moved. All of them have been living in one condo, and they moved to a house. Okay.
Wow.
So it's the granddaughter, the daughter, grandma, and the Filipino fiance.
Wow. That's a party, man. Oh yeah.
I'd like another.
Oh, same with me. Can you double up the booze?
And I'm buying.
Oh.
You bought last time. Give him a triple. Just kidding. Right. So, 2 days ago, I get this call. The future son-in-law decided that he doesn't love her daughter anymore, and that's where it is. And he, he leased the place. He does well, and
Wow.
and they're up.
The dad does. Her dad. Or his dad.
This is no, the Filipino is the boyfriend slash fiance of the Russian's daughter.
Russian's
third.
daughter, not your girl. Okay.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
All right,
Okay.
and he, she's crying and she's saying, I don't know what we're going to do. I can't afford a place on my own. My daughter is works for him. So and the rumor, the thought between them is the reason he started this whole thing, got her pregnant, is because he wanted a white baby. Okay, and so she is in high anxiety. She doesn't know what she can afford, and what was interesting to me is she goes to her daughter, who's very attractive, can probably find somebody on the dating app again. I mean, immediately it's like,
Even though she's pregnant.
right.
Wow.
No, she's gonna have the baby, and then they'll split. And I said to her, yeah, I understand. That's the worst that could happen. Yeah,
That what?
Bon Jovi.
What's the worst that would happen? That if he takes off?
That
Oh, that she finds another guy. You mean?
well, no, that the worst is they get thrown out in the street because they can't afford to live anywhere because she doesn't. She's got she and her daughter and the daughter who has a 5-year-old now can't afford to live anywhere.
She also has a 5-year-old.
The daughter, yeah.
Oh
She-
shit!
Well, I said the granddaughter, the daughter, and grandma.
Because
Live
it was
in the same place.
Oh, when you said grandchild, I was thinking the one that's coming. I didn't think the one that's already. I didn't know that was. Oh man, shit! So
Okay.
they're all moving in with you?
No.
That's what it sounds like. The story. Okay, go ahead. Okay, I'm listening. Man, this is getting okay.
So what I said was interesting to me is that there are already planning or in her mind that once she has the baby, that she can attract somebody because she's that hot looking. Some guy who
Oh,
wants.
after the baby.
Right.
Not now.
No.
How long is she?
She's got about a month and a half or so.
Damn.
So after the kid's born, they're thinking that
Trap some guy.
who wants kids, and there are guys out there who
Oh
do.
yeah.
I mean,
They don't want to have their own. They just want to adopt and just go with the
Right.
instant family thing. I
Right.
got them. Yeah.
Right. So that's their thought. So all this stuff is going in, and I tell them that, I mean, I understood, all this anxiety and this, because the worst, they think of everybody does this. It's whatever happens, they go to the worst. I'm
Yeah.
going to die. But they don't, do they know? No. They have no idea what's going to happen. And I said,
So they freak themselves out.
of course they do. Everybody, most people do that.
Yeah.
And why do they do it? Because they don't know the future. They don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And
The fear of the
and-
unknown.
Right. And what I told her is that, and I said this is easier said than done, is that that things you are thinking of the worst. You're going to be
Yeah.
thrown out in the street. You can't do anything. That kind of thing. I understand that. The worst. The chances are the worst will not happen.
Right.
This
The whole world's got to turn against you.
this whole
To be the
this
absolute, yeah.
horrific scene that you
That's
have
good, I like that.
imagined is going to happen is chances are slim that that's going to happen. So there's going to be things that are going to come up between now and and after the baby that you don't know about, that could be a lot more in your favor, that will reduce your stress, but and so it's difficult to do, but just what can you control? Nothing. All you can do is go to work because you need a job to pay the bills and so forth. Yeah.
Unless she moves in with you.
Yeah.
You already thought about that. So one of my friends from China, she's looking to find a guy in America. So this guy from Kenya in New York, who's on an asylum, is trying to convince her to invest $100,000 before they even meet. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, and there was a guy from Nigeria, I just read, they indicted him. They got him for fraud, 2-3 million bucks.
Damn. Everyone's suckering everybody, man.
Not everybody, but here's the. It's kind of like what I said about the chances of the extreme happening with her getting thrown out of the street is very. The odds are not in her favor. That's gonna happen, and the odds of you or anybody in this world running into somebody who wants to scam you out of $1 million is slim. Very slim, and who gets all the notoriety? Who gets all the press? The bad boys. Everybody you hear about, yes, the people who do good do get recognized, but not a whole lot. It's the bad boys, the guys who create suffering, pain. They get highlighted every day.
And the rich.
And the rich. Yeah. So, and in percentages, it's like 1/2 of 1/2 of 1/2 of 1/2%. So everybody says everybody's crazy. Everybody's trying. Because you mentioned that, that's not true. And that's not true. Everybody here is pretty much good guys, not the bad guys.
I disagree with that. I don't think there are any good guys. I think everyone's bad, but we're just not as worse as the other people. So we're the good guys. We're the good guys because there's worse people. But there's no good people.
Okay, how do you define good?
In every way that anybody would. Don't break the laws, don't do any illegal things, be good to the world, and, don't fucking litter, and everybody speeds. Everybody litters, everybody curses, everybody doesn't give a fuck about anybody else. We're all fucked up. But there's worse people, so we call ourselves good. Like how temperature is measured in
Fahrenheit and Celsius?
in heat. So there's no such thing as just cold. There's just the lack of heat.
Yeah.
So same with people. There are no good people. They're just not as bad as the bad people.
I understand.
That was a profound fucking realization. That means I'm not good.
That's why I asked you to define good. And the way you defined it, that fits your definition, absolutely. It does.
And I'm okay with that.
All right.
My cousin, when we were young, we'd talk about the future, you know? Really smart guy. So I said, what are you going to teach your kids to do? You know, it's like child development psychologist, masters, all that stuff. He goes, I'm just going to get them to do the best at whatever they want to do. So if they want to be a bum, I want them to be the best bum in the world. Or artist, the best artist, or whatever. The best at whatever they want to do. I was going to connect that with what you said. What were you talking about earlier?
I'm talking about the how most people are good, and you say they're not, and that the people who get the all the fame, if you will, are the really bad guys. They shoot somebody, they take their money, millions of dollars, they carjack, and see, I call those the bad guys. Yeah, I understand your point. So that was what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I read a book. It's a fictional book. It's about.
Oh, so if you're gonna be the bad guy, you should know you're bad and be okay with it. And if you're gonna be the good guy, then you gotta fucking get real. There's no such thing.
Okay.
That was the point.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. You were
Sorry.
saying?
This book. The title is "The I Candidate."
As in my eye?
As in
The letter I.
Yeah, the letter I.
Candidate. Okay.
Yeah, I Candidate. And the reason it was called the I Candidate is because this guy did not do public appearances in running for Congress. He wanted to be in the representative the House of Representatives, and he lost a bet from his students in the history class. They said, if we ace the final exam, will you run and be a candidate for in this seat in the House of Representatives from the state of Connecticut, District 6. All right, so this guy, his character is, you would say, a good guy.
Okay.
Because he doesn't screw anybody, he doesn't speed, he doesn't do anything. He inspires kids to be the best they can be, and through actions.
If you don't speed, you're pissing off people who do speed.
Right. Okay.
So there is still good people.
Okay. Right.
So you should speed so that the calmness of the society maintains, but you shouldn't speed because it violates the law.
Right.
There is no way that if you grow old that you're continuously a good person.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So this guy who inspires these kids, and they can't wait to get in his class. He gives them inspiration to do the best that they can, and he takes on this role of being a candidate, and his students become his marketing
Yes.
people for,
Yes.
and they go to Tumblr, Twitter, you name
Yes.
the media, they are on it, and
they just push the whole media, the whole content. Nice. I like that idea, huh?
and he does not address any of the issues. The only thing he goes at, he says, I am a Green Beret. I've been in the service. And all these things that, and he's a maverick. It's good for everybody, and
There's no such thing, man.
I'm telling you the book, okay?
Oh, it's a book. Is it a realistic thing or is it a
No.
fiction or? So this guy, okay,
Fiction.
okay, I'll go with it.
So yeah. So this is all make believe. The characters are all fictional,
Yeah.
and so he inspires these kids, and they put on a great marketing plan online. Therefore, he's the eye candidate, and the rest probably won't read the book. So I'll tell you, the author decides. Everyone thinks, well, this guy's, of course, he's going to win. He doesn't.
Because he didn't get it on the media.
No, because this is fiction. So the 2 days before the vote happens, they decide to blemish his reputation, and they leak it out to the media that he slept with his marketing girl, 18-year-old, who's spearheading these 10 kids who are working day and night to get him elected. So that's leaked out, and for that reason, he loses. But the book doesn't end there. And he eventually wins.
Even after all that.
Because the guys who ran his campaign, one of them decides he's going to be, and I know I'm going to use this word, like a good guy.
I didn't say I don't like the word, it's just not realistic.
Right. And he lets the media know, and is publicized by this journalist who is on the side of the I candidate, that the guy who won the election took bribes from a major corporation. And when that happens, they have a re-election, and the I candidate wins.
Sorry, do you mind asking me? Thanks.
So did you move because you wanted to look at those two girls there?
I know my neck was hurting because I've been working all day.
Oh yeah.
Also, I don't like people behind me. This is part of the war thing. Are you gonna eat?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay. I got lost in the conversation. The guy, he left? No. Sorry, what were you talking about?
The I candidate,
He ended up getting the job.
he wound up becoming a congressman in the House of Representatives.
Nice. But he was the bad guy. No, he was the good guy.
Absolutely. The so-called good guy.
Yeah, which is less than the other guys. I'm okay with that.
I love it when people say, yeah, I'm good with that. I said, it doesn't make any difference whether you're good with it or not. That's what it said, and so if you didn't like it, that's okay too. Everybody wants the good guy, so-called good guys, and the couple to live happily ever after.
Yeah.
They want that. The resolution.
Sounds very realistic, though, is it? You were the one who said 20%, your grandpa said 20% of people married are happy. Or that's what he saw. 20%. So there's an 80% chance you're going to fall in the not happy category.
That's correct.
Yeah. So all that other stuff is not realistic.
No.
Like Santa Claus and the Easter
But
Bunny.
people don't want to know that.
That's true. That's why I'm the king of stupid, because everybody, there's the highest population of stupid people. The highest human population will always be stupid people. So why not be the king? Rule over the masses. It's gonna be a burden. But fuck it, I'll take it on. I'll be that good guy. I'll be the good king. I'll try and be a good king. Now, if I do get the god status, I will be a good god. But the king, I might be a little naughty with the ladies. Probably a lot of
Might
naughty.
be?
Probably a lot. So you know, I'm already coming in my 50s, so. Whew. Yeah. 50 years old, man. Damn. Okay. Let me
What?
give you my idea, but it's not a pitch to you. I'm practicing pitching in general.
So you doing right here so far?
Yeah, I know what I want. You know what you want?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna have the ribs half.
Half rack of ribs?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet potato fries okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do a fish something.
Something with fish in it? Or?
Yeah, grilled fish something.
Okay.
And rice, especially if there's rice.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
So I'd probably do our hapu with like lemongrass.
Lemongrass?
Yep.
Can I smoke it?
What's that?
I'll take that.
You'll take that? All right.
Thanks. Oh, yeah, so the pitch. Do you know Dan Pena?
No.
Robert Kiyosaki?
Yes.
You know Robert Kiyosaki?
I know of him.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you might know him, like personally. I'm sure we'll get our connection there. So, I'm trying to put a conglomerate together of foster-owned homes and businesses. That's the main project. This is the bowl we smoke out of the grass?
Yep.
All right. So that's the end goal. That's the long-term goal. What do you think? So there's going to be 3 fundamentals we're going to try and teach the children. Number 1 is a home. So most of the kids now are getting out and they're just homeless because they're on the system, and then the day of their birthday, I think it's like their 25th birthday or whatever birthday, they're cut loose and then they go off to wherever the hell they go. Most of the kids end up homeless. Most of the kids end up doing stupid things.
These are all foster kids.
Correct. They're all, what do you call them?
Why have you picked this?
Because I want to have children, but I don't want to have my own children. And I don't want to have children like my children. I want to take care of the children, because in my idea, all children are equal. So if I genuinely want children, it doesn't make sense to make more children, because there are children here, and if they're all equal, if mine and theirs and them is the same as mine, then I should care for the ones that are here.
Okay.
That's one thing.
All right.
The other thing is, there's way too many fucking children that need, caring. And the biggest problem that all these children have, including the children with parents, is they don't understand home ownership, and they need to know how to generate revenue passively so that they will always have a house and they'll always have revenue coming in.
Right.
The third thing would be just self-defense, just teaching them how to be self-defense and defend themselves with the horrible things they've gone through, and the likelihood that they are re-victimized, it's very common. So those are the three fundamentals I want to focus on. What do you think? Can I get a... what about something in those funny cups?
I've got our Dr. Funk, pretty good too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think I had one of those.
Yeah? So
what I think that's a noble endeavor.
It's a profit-based charity. So it's not going to be like, hey, give me your money. It's more like invest in the kids, and the kids will reinvest in themselves, and then bring on more kids, and then we'll have a fucking conglomerate of homes with these children that have a home, but then off on the side is some type of business. They also rent out the rooms, things like that. Get a multi-unit. So all the kids end up literally stepping out of the foster care into their home into their own home. Ideally, their forever home, which they can never sell. So that home stays in the system. If they ever reach high enough levels where they have their own homes, then they can, donate that home back to the foster care system. The funding comes from the state. The donations and everything isn't even necessary. The only part of linking in billionaires or big name people is for the business aspect of it. To be there for the investing, the initial investments for the homes, for the kids. And of course, look at that, man. That's a picture worthy. So the home, and that home's going to provide revenue. And ideally, on the sides, it's going to have
The home's going to provide revenue.
It's going to be a multi-unit. So the minimum they'll get into is a duplex, and of course the maximum is whatever we could afford for the funding.
All right, so this will also be occupied by people who are paying rent.
Correct. Airbnb, rent, short-term, long-term, whatever we could get in there. So alongside of that, I want to kind of focus on RVers. I want to focus on travelers. I want to focus on essentially elderly people that are just kind of like done and just want to travel and enjoy life. I want them to interact with these kids so that there's a big enough connection and it goes out to a big enough network to where we can have our own RV, travel,
Park.
all of the above. This we can have, if there's enough kids in that section, we can have restaurants. The kids cook in the kitchen. The RVers order online. RV repair, RV cleaning, detailing. These are all little things that just labor intensive that will teach the kids to start focusing on how to make money, what is a business, how do we pay bills, and this would be in the last part of their training or the foster care, to where they will be running everything as far as their house and the business. The second they step out, they will have already moved in there a week prior. They would have already known the system. They would have already learned everything and handled all the bills, and that's kind of the goal. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks kind of cool, huh? If I'm talking to an investor, what do you think I should focus on? Oh man, this tastes fantastic. This is fantastic, man.
It is so refreshing. Yeah.
I think the numbers, huh? Focus on the numbers. Tell them to turn around.
Yeah, investors want return of income.
See, because I'm okay with pulling at their heartstrings, but I want them to understand it's an investment. It's not like just give these kids something and they'll fuck it up, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, and what you said is true.
And if I meet an asshole billionaire, I could tell him you could clean your soul, dirty money, dirty soul money by helping these kids out. No, that's not a good pitch.
No, I mean, it's pretty simple. They if the return is decent, they've got to have an emotional tie.
That's what I remember you talking about, and that's why I think this will build on that. Because it's a very emotional thing.
Yes. So that, I mean, there are a lot of...
That makes a lot of sense now.
There are a lot of... I mean, these guys donate a ton of money.
Yes.
The return is they get to write off $500,000 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And this helps them in their reduce their tax liability. So they can do this with any number of charities out there. You have to find someone who is a foster kid himself or was or herself was, and
a billionaire that was a foster kid. Ooh,
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. And that's who will donate.
Yeah.
Somebody who.
Or a billionaire that lost a kid. That's good. The reason I was thinking Dan Pena is because he's got an amazing program where he's got a teenager. He turned a teenager into a millionaire who's on his way to becoming a billionaire, and he's in his 20s right now. So his thing is he wants to shift the world. He's already altered the whole philosophy of quantum leaping, your advancements and all this other stuff, but basically he takes regular people and turns them into millionaires and billionaires. So he wants to do one more big thing before he fucking croaks. I think this is massive. We could set up homes literally around the world. There is people, children, all around the world.
Yeah, right here, thank you.
Wow, that was fantastic, man. Did you cook this, bro? You're awesome. That's crazy. Wow, this looks phenomenal. As the French say,
So you're already finished.
boner in your appetizer, man. I think I am. I got a fan. I got 7 followers. So, in my mind, I'm already done, man. I mean, it's just a matter of dealing with it now. Yeah, I got a fan. Actually, she might be coming up in a couple of months. This is fantastic. Okay. Here's the numbers. The state pays the children, or the caretaker of the children. If there's enough children in one home, then it's going to generate enough revenue to create a bond or down payment for the first kids' homes. Then, once we get that first one, we can either loan or borrow on it, or split the lot. So we'll just keep building and building, and once we get into, you know, the 10th, 20th house around the world, boom. I got a friend in China. He's ready to move on it. We'll become a conglomerate, literally in months. In months. A house in China, a house in Phoenix, a house in LA, a house in wherever, you know?
Yeah, why not?
I like that. I'll drink to your why not. And as humble as I am, it's all about me. Because I love traveling. One of the I'd like some water too, please. One of the Moose Lodge, it's like a secret society. They have RV parking in every one of their campuses all around the world. That's how I found out about it. I pulled there in Louisiana, and the exonerated one, that was the guy who was there, the exonerated one. He shook my hand, and I was supposed to give him the secret handshake, you know? And I didn't. And so he's like, "Oh, where are you from?" I go, "Oh, you know, I'm just traveling. I'm visiting my friend." He goes, "Oh, this is like a private park, you know?" So, all right, fantastic. So that's partially where I got the idea for the RV, for the side businesses. Because if you have enough, big enough of a lot, you can do pretty much anything. Taxes. There'll be a church / school / training or preparation for real world preparation is what I want to kind of head for. Robert Kiyosaki hates that children are not taught in school how to handle finance. That's where I want him coming. Take care of course, the connections, but the education. Teaching the kids how to think as owners, not as laborers. So that they all transition into their own home ownership. This could take off, man. There's children everywhere. Every fucking country. Anywhere, everywhere. It's fucked up that it's so selfish, huh?
No.
You don't think so?
No, it's all selfish.
Yeah.
Not you, everybody.
Everything.
Just like you said, nobody's good,
Yeah.
right? Same deal.
So if I do enough good, I could be kind of bad on the side.
If you want to, sure.
I don't really want to, but I think we just kind of have to. Because I think it's balanced, man. I think it's balanced.
People donate money.
Yeah.
Why?
Tax
For
write-off.
them. It's about them.
Yeah. To feel good, tax write-off, whatever. Yeah.
Right. It's a financial move and an emotional move.
That covers all the bases. So it gives the investor happiness, gives the children happiness, it gives me good karma, and me traveling places. I like it, dude. Thanks, Dave. You sold me, man.
Well, you know why you're sold? Because it's the truth.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'll be selfish.
I say this a lot. So people say, what's going on? And I tell them, it's you. It's all about you.
Bam. I concur. Well said, man. But we'll tell the world it's all about the children.
Okay? Fine with me.
Oh, man. We're fucking going to hell, Dave. on the hell basket or whatever it's called.
You have a fear of that?
No. I prefer it.
Okay.
I've knocked many a times, but that door doesn't open yet. Someday.
Actually, it's not a fear. It's an anxiety.
What's that? It's an anxiety, not a fear. I have neither.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Okay.
That's when I can have my peace. Life is chaos. Mayhem. Madness, I tell you. Madness. So Robert Kiyosaki will be part of the training part, educating the children for ownership. Dan Pena will be part of the self-defense. This motherfucker. People that go to his training, he gets them dressed in three-piece suits. You know, like you gotta get nicely dressed for him to allow you into his system. And then he puts them in a boxing ring and gives them boxing gloves.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. So I think I'm gonna sell him on the self-defense part. Robert on the making money. And they're both into real estate. So the three of us can make things happen. I got a friend, his name is Joe Shelby. He was a cop for 10 years. I'm kind of hoping he comes in partly for the safety training part, because he's a Aikido master. We went to high school together. Joe Shelby. God damn. That was a long time ago. He's my Zen brother. When he fucks up, I fuck up the same way. I like that. I remember that. The emotional part. That's very important. Very, very important.
Yeah. Things being equal, money and money, return. and one has the emotional tie, done
Yeah,
deal.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. That's actually why we gotta get on stage.
Why?
One of the reasons is we have to learn, I have to learn how to shift the energy of the room to a place where I want and it to be a happier place. Comedy. That's public speaking, and you're directing the entire room's energy towards happiness. You get somebody to laugh, you can get away with just about anything. Cop pulls you over, tell some fucking jokes. And the greater I get, the bigger I get, the bigger the crowds are going to be, the more I got to learn how to, shift the energy of the people. My people. Public speaking is important.
Yes, and it's for speakers. It said that 80% is entertainment, 20% information.
Oh, I like that. I haven't heard that one before. 80% entertainment. That's us. I'm the 80% bullshit. You're the 20% honesty. Huh?
I didn't say honesty, I said information. You want to call it honesty? Okay.
No, I want to think about that.
It's okay.
Why not? Why not indeed?
And you already know this. Whether it's, of course, public speaking, but it's paramount in comedy. The first 30 seconds is the most critical. I take 30 seconds because it's right when the show opens up, the speaker opens up his mouth.
That sets the mood.
If they're not laughing in 30 seconds, it's a tough road to hoe to get them back, to get them from to laughing. It can be done, but it's...
I will do it. I will do it, Dave. And you will be a part of it.
One of my stories is I went to Toastmasters. You did too.
Picked up 2 chicks.
Did you participate in the humorous speech contest?
No, I just went to see it one time. I never followed through or...
You went to pick up chicks. Got it.
Yeah. And it was free, like intro.
Well, I was in it because the sales manager said, Dave, you need to be into public speaking. I'm going to book you for a speech. But I want you to go to Toastmasters to learn how to speak. I said, okay. So I went.
And they took care of everything. Because there's a fee, right?
Yeah. And
Dave, there's a fee to speak. Come on, man. Can you feel me?
What?
There's a fee to speak. Doesn't that ring in your ear? Like what?
I mean, all speaking, you have a fee?
There's a fee to speak.
Yeah.
Everybody speaks all the time. Isn't that brilliant? A fee to speak.
I don't quite comprehend this. What? Explain that.
Everybody is speaking all the time.
Yeah.
Some people make money off it.
Right.
These people charge a fee to speak.
Right.
I think that's just baffling to me. That's awesome. I think that's just amazing.
Not to me, because I know that.
Well, I know that too, but I think it's just amazing.
Okay. All right. So they have a humor speech contest, which is all of 6 minutes or 5 minutes. And of course, I thought I was funny, and I got into it and gave this speech. Maybe somebody smiled. I bombed big time. And the scary thing for me, the next day, I was to speak in front of 100, in this case, real estate agents, on the lighter side of real estate. And I thought, and my speech was 45, 50 minutes. And I was scared. I thought, if I bomb, it's going to be horrible. Well, I didn't give us the same speech. I gave a different speech. And I thought of the opening line on the way down, because
Yes.
I knew my opening line just didn't have it. Wasn't that funny. I thought of it, and that's why I said.
The first 30 seconds.
And first 30 seconds, they were laughing. It was a piece of cake after that. Easy, people laughed. I did all this stuff.
I'm down, man. We'll do it. Tornado Dave. No,
Tidal wave.
Tidal wave. Tidal wave.
I was so happy.
We haven't even begun. Actually, we have, but
Yeah, you have. Not only have you begun,
I even got an intro. So the 30 seconds, I think the intro alone is going to be a little more than 30 seconds. You got to have the build up, right? And then, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And this is Dave with double V's. Huh? And then boom, I'll just be.
You doing all right so far?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, man. And then an eruption in laughter. It's already done. Like I
know.
It's like,
I said this already, and I think I'll repeat myself. It's funny because you're already saying, okay, how do I deal with all the success?
I'm already working on my signature.
All this fame.
As tomfoolery. I'm already signing. Can I get the bones for my dogs?
These are not good bones. If you want them, sure.
Oh man, it's gonna be fucking amazing, bro. Oh my god.
I like your confidence.
It's already done, man. It's done. It's already begun. Eight 8,000 downloads, man, on my podcast. December 1st, 2019, I had 271 downloads. One day. That was more than episodes I had. Now I got over 200 episodes. Almost 300. 280 episodes. This is a great place, man. That's fucking crazy. So I started putting my hands in the picture. I think I told you. Like with the food. So I could say I'm a hand model with over, with over 11 million views. Right. Hey, that's my hand. Fame and fortune, man. Sometimes you gotta reach for it. But in our case...
I'm reaching for it.
In our case, it's just gonna fall in our lap, man. Dave, you gotta accept your amazingness. But your humbleness is good too. Some might call it assholeness, but it'll work either way. I'll call it humbleness to pump you up. But some people in the audience might feel otherwise. Oh, you're awesome, man. Hey, did you ever watch that thing? Our video? Our interview?
No.
You don't like watching yourself perform?
No.
And that again
Being
is
humble.
That again is our difference.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
When do you want to do this? Talk to your manager, let him set up something, and we'll do
Can't
it.
do anything now because everything's shut down.
This is open. The comedy stores are open. We could do it online,
The comedy club is open,
wasn't it? We went to it.
but now,
Oh, I don't know.
but right now it's the rule is we're shutting for 30 days, and then we're gonna see where the numbers are, and then if the numbers for the virus, the cases are down, we're gonna open up bars and restaurants. And they open up bars, which is a comedy club, because that's
Right, that's what it was under. And this month is the speed dating.
yeah.
I say contact your man as soon as he can set something up.
I will have him contact you. You guys,
That's perfect.
of course.
And I don't mean me, I mean my assistant, Olena. So what we'll do is we should do an online thing.
Right.
An online sketch. So that way we can practice doing that and in person also, you know. But the world might be heading that way, so if we get comfortable in that realm, then we can, you know, conquer that as well.
All right, you tell me. I mean, we can do online. We can set this up
Anytime.
remotely. Yeah.
Yeah. That way, when I'm traveling and you're traveling, we don't have to meet at the same place. We could just like, boom. I like that. I like that idea. We won't even need to go to the clubs. We'll just have them projected into the club around the fucking world, man. Dude, I'm looking forward to this interview. Oh, it's up, huh?
The guy from China.
Yeah. Fame and fortune, man. I've already been on the radio, Chinese radio, in the commercial. That's fucking crazy. Now I can't go back to China. Damn it.
Because of the virus thing.
But I have free military flights, so I could get kind of close. That's gonna be interesting. Now that I got Olena there, I could take off. Man, I've been waiting for this a long time. There's free flights waiting for me, Dave. All I gotta do is just go. Fuck.
So she's going to run everything. Your
Ideally.
Airbnbs and everything else.
Everything. Taking care of the dogs, taking care of the property, collecting the rent, paying the bills, everything.
Yeah. How many dogs do you have?
2. Mr. Brown, Mr. Black. And all I gotta do is just fucking go. Last month? No. Before the virus, I had a free flight to Guam. Couldn't take it. Free fucking flight to Guam.
Yeah, his buddy of mine, our future manager, he's been to Europe, but he's ready to get on a flight yesterday
Nice.
to go.
Anyway.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Keith
Keith
Law,
Law. Keith Law, yeah.
the
Keith
legend.
Law. The legend. When should I get a hold of him, or is he going to get a hold of me?
I will send him your info. All I got is your phone number and your name, and I don't even have your last name because it's so complicated. And I'll just say, here's the other half of the comedy team,
Yes.
and see what you guys come up with.
Perfect.
And you can talk about whatever. Yeah. So
That sounds perfect. I'll drink to that. What are we going to call ourselves? Dave, Tom and Dave? Tom and Dave Comedy Duo? Comedy Duo? The brilliant comedy of Tom and
I think we could talk to Keith about this. My advice is keep it simple.
yeah. Don't build it up too much.
So Tom and Dave,
Tom and Dave.
that's all.
Oh. Are you gonna get that to go?
Yeah, and I need 2 boxes.
2 boxes?
Yeah, one
Yeah.
small one for the bones, please. Also known as the boners.
Right.
Dude, we're gonna fucking rock it, dude. We're gonna fucking rock
You
dude.
left that, I don't, but that's cool.
We will rock it.
You can pick out the bones you want.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I'm going to take the meat.
Absolutely.
From,
Yeah. The boners, man. Oh, perfect. You're hired again.
Hey,
Not for me, thank you. Bam, perfect. Dave will fucking travel the world and we'll fucking tell our jokes everywhere. We'll make the world laugh.
I know you want to get. I already do this. Okay.
What's that?
Make the world, my little world, laugh. Whoever I come in contact with.
Yeah.
And so I bring the
Joy and
I already told you.
happiness.
Yeah. Wherever I go, right? That's what I do, and I'm not gonna watch it.
No.
So that and so that's what I've been doing for years.
Now we're gonna be famous and rich off of it. Then we could do something good with it, right? The fame and fortune is not the good thing, but what we do with the fortune could be the good thing. Let's tell ourselves that. Let's fucking tell ourselves that.
You tell yourself that.
I am. I'm gonna be a hero, a fucking hero. Huh?
Yeah, and me being humble, I'm already a hero in some people's eyes.
There
anyway.
you go. There you
So
go.
I don't need to want to be a hero. I'm already there, and I've made.
Your success
True.
is already achieved.
I've already done it.
You got something right here. That's good, man. Fuck. No, the other side. There you go. Look on the napkin. Look on the napkin. Look on the napkin. You get it? Yeah, you're good.
Thanks.
Man, we're gonna
So,
be
yeah, so-
fucking.
So you're
So
gonna,
your success is already achieved. Mine is a global success.
and that's where you want to be, which is great. You know,
That's beyond what I want. It's
Why-
what I need, what I have, what I'm for. You know what I mean?
I understand. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have the aspirations you do.
No. Yeah, everything comes with a price.
But you'll figure out how to
Pay for
deal
it.
with pay the price.
That's why we need. That's why we need to make friends with billionaires. Dave, you want to split it?
No, I said I'd buy and I'm buying.
You're a gentleman and a scholarship. Is that how it goes? A scholarship?
No, but I understand jokes. I understand all jokes. I get jokes every day from a guy who thinks I'm somewhat hilarious, and I started this, which was I've been telling jokes, so on for 30 years.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
For
And-
work, you mean? Like when you play the guitar and for the sales and
Yeah, in sales and
tidal
yeah.
waves.
So I about 6 months ago or so, I decided, all right, I throw out a joke. Now he runs a networking group in Denver, and he's got he meets and now he does Zoom because of the virus. But he either wants someone to give a inspirational saying at the end of the at the networking meeting, or a joke.
That's what I do. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Us or you? He's asking you, or he's asking us, or what is he?
That's what he does.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he didn't do a joke until I started this joke. I told him a joke. He liked it. He came back with another joke. So I mean, it's been a joke. He sent me 3 jokes, or text, phone, whatever, jokes. He says, I just gave you 3. This was today, okay? And his jokes are like 10-year-olds would take. You know, just not. I understand him. I don't laugh. I said to him, I said, he has a 14-year-old daughter. He said, I'm going to tell you a joke that she told me, and it was a dirty joke. And I said,
Thanks, yes, appreciate it.
from now on, I don't want your jokes. I want her jokes, which hasn't happened. And because my jokes,
So you're okay with dirty jokes?
of course.
Oh, Dave. I was kind of worried about that, but yeah. Because my intro is a bit dirty, but not filthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's sort of a dirty joke. Anyway, there's a history teacher, and she's in class, and there's this one kid, Fatima, who's Indian, and she hadn't been in the country that long, but anyway, so she said, okay, class, I want to throw out a couple questions. Who said this? Give me liberty or give me death. Who said this? Nobody raises their hand except Fatima. Fatima says, Patrick Henry, 1778. Correct. Okay. Who said 7 years ago, blah, blah, blah? Anybody? Nobody. Fatima says, I got this. Abraham Lincoln. And she says, correct. You guys should be ashamed of yourself. Here's this Indian who just hasn't been over here, and she knows more about the history than you guys who are Americans. And she turns around and she hears, fuck the Indians. And she turns around, who said that? And Fatima raises her hand, General Custer, 1865.
That's a good one.
And I get this from this guy, a buddy of mine. He said, Dave, how do you remember jokes? And I tell him it's a priority. Bottom line, I mean, and I said to him, I said, it's a priority for me, and I will pay you $1 million every time you remember a joke. How many jokes can you remember? That a ton of them, right? Right. You remember. So it's a priority. Okay. How do I remember? 30 years ago or so, a guy who knows a lot of jokes said, Dave, just tell it, once you hear it, tell it immediately to 3 people. That will more than likely cement it into your brain so you will remember the joke. And I've used that a lot, and there's 3 guys who I tell jokes to, 2, 3, yeah. And so I do this to remember jokes. And can I tell you jokes on and on? No. But stuff will come up and I remember a joke. This reminds me of this, that, and the other thing.
That would be a great break when I'm losing the crowd. You could come in with, let me tell you a joke I remember. like that. That's good.
So, and it's and continue most since I've been telling jokes for a long time. I have noticed, Savon, that, and you know this. 30 years ago, people knew jokes. 20 years ago, not so many. 10 years ago, not that. And now, hardly anybody knows jokes. And the reason, serious. We already talked about this. People are so serious, and for that reason, nobody now, except for my buddy, tells jokes. People are, and
so everyone's starving. Everyone's starving, man.
Yeah,
They're starving for a good laugh. We'll bring it to them. We'll bring it to them dry from your end, and then I'll come and get them wet. And then it'll be like just a flow. You see how it works?
I understand.
That's it. That's it. We're so fucking there, bro. Oh man, we're so fucking there. Well, I'm already there. I'm trying to drag you along there.
Yeah,
Because you still hold up.
I have reservations, but I already told you.
Why not? What can happen? Right? Yeah, Dave. We'll make it, man. We'll make it. It's already done. All right, my man. So okay to put this up on my podcast?
What?
The recording.
Did you just record it?
We have been recording.
Oh, I didn't know that, but yes.
Okay. Because remember I told you, is it okay if we're recording? You're like, why not? No, you said, what can it hurt? I don't know, but if there's a lawsuit, motherfucker, you're handling it. I'm just kidding, dude.
Oh, and that's the other thing.
Legal stuff.
Well, when people say they're kidding, there's a. I think
there's
that
a truth to it, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I wasn't really kidding. I was hoping you'd take care of it. We did it on the bro. Hey, his office is right here, by the way.
Did not know that. Did not know that.
You want your ribbo? Thank you. Two. All right, Dave. Dave with double V. You know what the double V is for, right?
The double D?
V? Dave? Double V?
Because you decided you were going to give it a double V.
Yeah, double vagina.
Double
Because
vagina.
you like doing menage a trois.
That's
the intro.
No, I've never done one.
I know, that's the intro.
Oh.
I'm Tom, double M. This is Dave, double V. Double V is because he's into menage a trois with 200. And you'll be like, no, I've never done it.
Right.
All right, Dave. I'll message you and we'll set up a video chat and we'll start recording. Excellent. Thanks, man. Oh, that was Dave. Still got the recorder going. That was Dave. Got the recorder going still. An hour and 25 minutes. Oh. There's not going to be a video on this. Just going to be me and Dave chit-chatting. Woo! I'll let y'all know. We're already set. It's on. Tomm and Dave.